Yeah, hey, darling. Yeah, I don't know what time I'm going to be home. I've got this thing with Marcus. He's always late. I don't know what he's doing. He's imbecile. Imbecile. I know I'm stuck now, though, aren't I? I don't know what to do. Got to work with him. Yeah, he's hijacked everything. I know. He does have that oily smell as well, doesn't he? I know. Oh, well, I don't know. I'll see you later on, okay? I don't know what time. All right. Bye-bye. Bye. Welcome everyone to episode 4 of The Weekend with Marcus Walker.
Marty Layla.
Welcome everyone. This week we've got a guest of the week coming up, which is a local interesting fella we've got in here, and we're going to ask him a few questions about his special subject. It was a good chat, Marcus.
It was good. I learned a bit, so that's good. So hopefully you might learn something as well.
I guess if you do have someone that you may want to get in front of the two of us and ask him a few pointed questions, him or her, feel free to get in contact. I'm sure we can arrange something for further episodes.
Yeah, yes, I'd like to people's local stories, what they do, how they do it. Anyway,
everyone's got a story.
I've got many.
I've heard most of them.
None of them any good, but that's
okay.
That's
all right.
That's fine. Speaking of stories, you're out carols by candlelighting.
Yes, not really, no, because Friday night was a typical summer evening, and it got canned before we even set off, which devastated my young daughter, because we kind of said to her all week, go, be good, carols. Do this, do that, want to go in the carols? It's like, oh no, we can't go because it's been weathered off. She's like, but the weather's fine outside. I'm like, I know it is. Fortunately, to some degree, it was stormy later on, so...
that's the modern thing, it might rain.
It might rain.
It might rain. Don't go out.
No, too dangerous.
Too dangerous. Good rain.
To be fair, it was gale force winds, and you think of those stages and whatnot they got in market stalls.
So no carols been canned until next year?
Well, in Manningham, yeah, just not even rescheduled. So we've got
I suppose they can do it in January.
I reckon they couldn't do it. Why not? Do it in July. Do it properly where it's in winter and cold and dark and whatnot.
No, only for you.
Well,
that's foreign to us.
It's 40 degrees and you see tinsel flailing off someone's fence. You
do
go,
do a roast. It's just a bit hot out. It's a bit hot in this oven.
Yeah.
So anyway.
But we've got Greensborough Carols on Saturday night, which should be good.
And where are they?
Just near the War Memorial Park, near Safeway.
Yep.
And I'm going to shout out my mate's band, the Gems. They're making a comeback on Saturday, so I'm photographing those guys.
Didn't know they'd gone away.
Well, I mean, it flew under my radar as well, if I'm honest with you. And given the look of the promo photo that they're putting out, it's been a long time since they were last recording.
Okay. And they're playing in?
The Working Club in Fitzroy.
Okay. Workers Club.
Workers Club, that's right. So I'm taking photos of them, I haven't done a band kind of photo gig for a while. I'm kind of looking forward to it. You just roam around.
Do you have one of those jackets with all those, like those?
I'm not a fly fisherman.
The vest with all the camera films.
I've actually got a trilby and a little white card that says press that I just have here, and a bulb that just puffs out smoke when I take a flash.
Change your globe.
Hey, what do you know, sir? Hey, there's Marilyn Monroe over there. So other than that, I've been taking some industrial waste and cleaning products this week, which has been...
I see you set up for photos of...
detergents and latex gloves and all kinds of stuff. It's been
so I suppose people actually need, a photo of the item you're selling.
Everyone needs a photo if you're selling stuff online.
I see them all racked up in your little studio there.
Yeah, which is, it's been all right, but it's just a bit of a process.
Oh, there you go.
An industrial process, but that's all right.
Well, unlike kids, the bottles don't run around screaming.
Yeah, that is true. And dogs.
Yeah, so, well, there you go. That's part of it.
Anything going on in your world this weekend?
Oh, look, no, I try and keep a low profile. It's good to catch up with today's guest, which was good. Yeah, I don't know. I've been farting around. I bought a 3D printer, and I'm trying to teach myself how to program things and make little things, which is interesting because I have to make parts for work. And then now I can sort of just make these little things.
What's the guarantee on a part that you make from your $300 3D printer?
Same as the rest of it.
When someone's going down a hill and the front wheel falls off because you're...
No, I've just got to make an electrical connector for something and a few other things. So, no, well, that would be interesting because then you become a manufacturer of a product. So, interesting enough, we have to make some parts here and there where the original component has fallen out of the thing and they don't have a spare part.
Yeah.
Even though we know what the spare part is.
There's none in circulation,
There's
essentially.
none in circulation, so then you fabricate one. Anyway, that's used to do with blue tack. Anyway, no, that's been taking up my time because it's too hot and sweaty to get outside. So yeah.
And how many Ks a week are you cycling at the moment?
Oh, I've been pretty slack lately. I'm actually doing a lot on the indoor train. I've fallen in love with the indoor trainer thingy.
The Peloton?
No, I use a thing called Full Gas, which is in Melbourne. I think some guys from Melbourne started it. They actually video. You actually get your bike set up on a trainer and you actually video. And then I might even go home from this and you look around the world and go, oh, okay, I might ride there. I went riding John at Groats the other day.
That's at
the arse
top.
end of the-
That's at the very
That is the top end of England.
Of the UK.
And
The
it's
UK.
yeah, UK, sorry.
Yeah.
And then it's got, yeah, that's pretty much the arse end of the earth, isn't it?
Do you have to turn the aircon on to like -5? Because it's
That was summer.
It's cold over there.
I'm riding along going, geez, I'm really fit. And then you look over and the grass is horizontal next to you. And so obviously they're flying along because of the tailwind. No, it's fascinating. So
it's virtual cycling around the world.
It is virtual cycling around the world. So I did somewhere in Croatia the other day, and I'm riding up some island in Croatia. And you go, that's an unusual way. They parked funny around here.
Yeah.
It's quite bizarre. So I've been doing a little bit of that, and then that's yeah. Otherwise, and it's because at the moment it's 40 degrees and it's snake season. So as a mountain biker, you spend the whole time just watching for snakes.
And you get that paranoid. Every stick is a snake.
Oh yeah.
So paranoid.
I ran over. I hit a snake one day on a mountain bike, and it flicked me in the leg, and I saw. I checked for snake. I couldn't see any puncture, and I thought, okay,
Did the snake die of poisoning?
the snake cut itself and sucked its own poison out. No, and I thought, oh, it hasn't punctured me. I'm fine, and I just sort of riding. I think I'll ride back sort of towards the Austin just in case.
Yeah.
And as I'm riding along, I'm going, is that swelling up? Is
Yeah.
That, you know, so I was sort of.
It's like if someone says, I've got COVID, I immediately get a sore throat. It's like, oh, maybe I.
Maybe I
have.
Yeah. So, but anyway,
but you didn't get bitten.
No. I've seen plenty of them. Riding a mountain bike along the Yarra Trail, there's a million of them. So.
It's the most dangerous way to encounter a snake, I imagine, because you're going
Heart rate's
quickly,
150.
quickly and quietly. So you're.
Well, it's actually funny. I actually when I actually got a mountain bike. I use a mountain bike everywhere because two things: the knobby tyres. I need to burn off a lot of beer and chips, and the extra resistance of the tyres. But the other thing is the noise of the tyres mean I don't even need to really use a bell. It scares pedestrians and snakes alike.
And the grunting as well, I'd imagine.
That's
just the heavy breathing and the grunting.
That's when I stopped. I stopped riding half an hour earlier. So. And our next guest for episode 4 is a local sort of icon of the culinary type, and it's obviously, you know, white cotton linen shirt Martin, not type of food, but you know, it's not steak Diane or steak tartare. It's food for just normal people. So anyway, we've got a very special guest coming up shortly, and hopefully you enjoy our chat with him.
Cool, good stuff. Thanks, Marcus. Thanks for another week.
Thank you very much. Cheers, Martin. Thank you.
Welcome back, everyone. We are very pleased to announce that we have the guest of the week, which is Ray Cock from Briar Hill Fish and Chip Shops.
Thank you.
Welcome, Ray.
Hey, thank you. Thanks for inviting me.
No problems at all.
Well, Martin, you were very dismissive of, you know, you bring international celebrities in, and I believe and feel that Ray is actually a bit of a local celebrity in that he's responsible for feeding us all.
Way more important than some guy who just talks bikes all day long.
Oh, thank you.
Very important. So now, some questions if I may. Now, Ray.
Yep.
And thank you, Ray, for having a
thanks
t-shirt with your name on it as well.
Coincidentally.
I appreciate that.
In his shop, everyone has their T-shirt with their
It
name on,
does.
so you can know who to yell at.
Well,
Exactly.
give me a bit of an insight into that. That's a bit of hard work, isn't it? Given the amount of staff that you have there, you must have a good printing company that you wire.
No, we just get it done locally at the print shop, so it is pretty good for us because when we get it locally done, we support the locals as well.
That's good.
Yeah.
Do you only employ people with certain names because you've only got a certain range of t-shirts? Sorry, Sarah. We need a Claire.
Here's your new name.
Yeah, exactly. Or we just stick it on.
Now, Ray, I've,
Yep.
I've been purchasing fish and chips from the very building you work in for, I think 1975 is my first recollection. Now, I noticed your prices have gone up a little bit since 75, and I'm just wondering, you know, the 20 cents used to be a fair bit of chips. I couldn't eat them all. So, obviously, fish and chips are still a very much a staple. But I also wonder, in Melbourne culture, what night's fish and chip night?
It would be definitely be Friday by far.
Not even close?
Not even close. I'll give you a quick guide. The Friday, we'll do more on Friday than Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday added up.
Oh yeah, right, there we go.
We will do that much.
Because you have to open Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But ideally you got to just open Friday and Saturday and have 5 days.
And because Friday, it is that 3-hour window from 5 to 8.
Is berserk.
Where it is like organized chaos in there. You guys have been in there.
Yeah.
And you've seen it?
Yes. Okay. So obviously, Friday night's the feature night, and the logistics has confused me of when the chips go in and the tater cakes, and who's in charge of timing? Does each staff member go, "Here's your job. You're in charge of that order"?
So I'm like the glue who holds everybody together. I'm smack bang in the middle.
Yeah.
So we employ the local students who work part-time, and I'm going to give credit to them. For them to be able to do that job, those 15 to 18-year-olds, it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that is tough. It's a tough work.
Yeah. Looking back at if I were at that age, I probably wouldn't cope. It would be hard.
It is a high-pressure situation, and it'd be about 55 degrees in there in the afternoon,
exactly.
So it's hot. And I rarely, you know, like I'm still upset about an order I missed out on a potato cake in 1983.
Is that right?
I'm still upset about that, but otherwise, you seem to nail the orders. I mean, and that's the logistics of that. Given it's old-fashioned pen and paper.
It is, exactly.
There's no computer. There's no, you know, it's just pen and paper classic.
Exactly. So we go on pen and paper, especially busy moments, because we can't really cope. That's why we are one of the few shops where we don't actually do Uber Eats.
Yes.
Yeah. Because if we were to do Uber Eats, we can't control the number of orders coming in because it's online. We could have like 100 orders in 2 minutes.
Yes.
And that would affect everything.
A quick question about, you know, delivery of the food. Yeah. Should plastic bags be banned from fish and chip shops, and should you ban anyone who picks up fish and chips in a plastic bag?
Because they sweat and then they go all soggy in there.
Yep.
So we try and hand out recycle boxes whenever we can. So we ask you, do you want a box instead? But some people are adamant that they want a bag.
I know. I see them walk out and I get upset. I get very upset. Question: dim sims, fried or steamed?
It will be fried for me. It's a package thing. You gotta have everything fried, and then you gotta wash them down with soft drinks. You gotta wash them with a can of Coke.
Yep, absolutely. Okay. So what's the ratio of steamed and fried in the sales rates?
I reckon it will be like 70% fried and 30% steamed.
Okay. Well, the steamed dimmy mob are the health kick people.
Yeah.
Which is oxymoron to some degree. I mean, dim sim is not necessarily a...
So they would come in, you know, they would come in, they would order all these fish and chips, and then you know what, they want to feel good, I'll have 2 steamed dim sims with my food.
Now, you don't sit out the back all morning peeling potatoes?
That's not my job, that is James's job. We actually do our own potatoes.
You actually do your own potatoes?
Yeah.
And do you know what potatoes we're using?
Yeah.
We're using Gibby Golds? Which ones we're using?
It depends on the season, what's available to us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we change potatoes in season.
We've contemplated moving, you know, a lot of shops now, you know, because it is that labor intensive, so they've gone on to the frozen potato cakes.
Yeah.
It makes our job a lot easier, but we've hang on to the freshly made ones. So James will be sitting in the back, he'll be scraping them, and then we got to get it done every day.
Actually hand peeling, or is there a machine?
No, it's hand peeling. Everything is handmade.
Now, I noticed you've got Mars bars in batter.
Yeah.
Has the health department or a Heart Foundation come and visited you at all, or put an injunction? Do people buy Mars bars?
It would be the younger generation by far the younger generation. I would say below 30.
So people, I think I bought one once to see what the fuss was, and that was it. I'm done. I'm okay. People actually go back for a Mars bar in batter.
The younger generation would prefer actually a Mars bar in batter or a jam donut to say a pineapple fritter or a banana fritter.
Quick question: your favourite fish?
It will be flake by
Flake?
easily.
See, another thing is, I think flakes I think I read somewhere that 97% of Australia's flake is eaten in Victoria.
It is. Because if you walk in and you tell us you want a piece of fish, by default, it will be a piece of flake.
Yeah.
By default.
Yeah, they don't eat it interstate. It's a Victorian thing.
Yes.
So when did you start this particular shop up there?
We started here in 2015. I think this is our 8th or 9th year now.
Yeah, well, this shop has been like an icon on the hill.
It has,
As I said, and I don't believe, I think the Chico roll poster might have been updated, but I think in 1974 the shop looked exactly the same.
I believe this shop has always been a fish and chip shop for as long as...
Forever. Well,
everyone's told me that, you know when I come in, Ray, this has been a fish and chips in my younger days, like you were saying 20 cents chips and stuff like that.
Well, I used to go to Briar Primary School around the corner,
Yeah,
and I used
is.
to be able to walk up, we had 20 cents, would buy me a small can of drinks, some chips and potato cake for 20 cents.
Those were the good old days.
That is, yeah, I think a house around here was 40 cents.
And there's no better smell than the kind of ambient smell of a fish and chip shop. When you're hungry or you finished exercise, you have that one whiff. Once it gets into your nostrils, that's it. You know you're going to have it.
That's it.
You must enjoy it as well, just being that small business owner who obviously interacts with a lot of different people.
Yeah, and then we have a wonderful team of crew as well. So a lot of locals, they will come in, and then we'll try and teach them as much as we can. More on being a team player. You know, you got to come in on time.
Yep.
And then because if we have an order, it goes through a chain.
Yeah.
So we are only as good as the weakest link.
Yeah.
So if something goes wrong in between, it just breaks down.
Yeah.
So we got to try and train them all the way.
It is a very efficient workplace. You're in a small environment.
Yep.
Not much.
Small, dangerous environment.
And we are in a very confined space with all this hot oil and well.
Yeah, exactly.
So everybody's got to know everybody's next move.
Yeah.
Especially on Friday.
Oh, look, like I said, it's an absolute powerhouse of people running around on a Friday night in
That's
there.
it.
And I hats off to you in the logistics or the glue area of the shop as you are, holding it all together.
All the credit goes to my team. Without my team, there's no way we could even come close to managing without the team. So fun is the key word there. So what we're trying to provide for the crew is, you got to look forward to come in to work.
Yeah.
If say you're under tremendous stress, every time you come in, the moment you make a mistake, Ray's going to snap at you or whatever, you're going to make even more mistakes.
Yep.
So we want to provide that environment where they themselves look forward to coming in.
That's what Marcus does with me with the editing. He shouts at me, he tells me off.
He's a genius.
He says I didn't have enough airtime last week.
Yeah. The camera wasn't on me enough.
Where's the camera today? Just make sure it's on you.
Well, there we go. Thank you very much.
No worries.
That'll do. I think, Ray, thank you very much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, no, thank you very much.
Thanks for having me, Mark. No worries.
Thank you for all those Friday night dinners.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Cheers.